Hi, welcome to Friday. It's February 5th. Welcome to another Inspire Me broadcast. I'm Debbie and I am sitting here on the couch at Dances with Wool in Midlothian, Virginia. We're a suburb of Richmond. And we are going to tell you about some Spincycle yarn today and how to use it in your projects. But first, what I want to do is just give you a little overview of how you can shop with us right now. We are open from Tuesday to Saturday from 11 to 5. We are also still doing our virtual shopping with you. So if you go to our website, look all the way up at the top, you will see a link. And that link will take you right to our calendar, our Calendly portal, and you can sign up for a virtual shopping appointment with us where we take you around the store virtually to pick out your yarns. We've had great success with that, so if you just don't feel comfortable coming in, give that a try. We're also, of course, our website is open 24/7. We do, as soon as we add products to our POS system, we get them uploaded on the website so you can see what we have in store. And call us at any time if you have any questions. And of course, we're still doing curbside pickup. So if you want to order online and pick up curbside, you can do that. Reminders for those who are not local to us right now, this is Free Ship Friday, February 5th. So if there's anything you want shipped to you today, you can shop online and shipping is free today only. So we're going to get started, and today we're going to be talking about Spincycle yarns. We do carry dyed in the wool and Dream State, which is their worsted weight. Dyed in the wool is their sport weight. We carry both bases in the shop. So we wanted just to kind of give you an overview today because this is the deal. We have people who come in, they'll look at the Spincycle yarns and they go, gosh, you know, I love this yarn. It's very unique, but I don't know what I would do with it. So that's one of the reasons we wanted to do today. The other reason we wanted to do today is some people look at that price point and go, you know, I cannot use this yarn. It's too pricey. I think I'm going to bypass it for something else. And we totally get that. And one of the reasons that Spincycle yarn, and I want to tell you, this is a women-owned operation in Bellingham, Washington. They started very, very small. I believe it was back in 2008 when they started very small. They bought a small mill, and then they started using a small mill there. And what they did is a very unique process, which is why, as I explain this to you, you're going to see why the price point is a little bit higher because it's very labor intensive what they do. This is called roving. We use that term a lot. Some of you may not know what it looks like, and this is it, where you have the yarn. The sheep that they use, by the way, is USA sheep. It comes from, most of their sheep are from Colorado and Wyoming. So they take the yarn from the sheep, they comb it, and they get it ready, like you can see, ready for spinning, just like this. Now, they take this, and this is dyed roving, of course. They take the roving and they dye it, okay? So you've got that process. Then they spin it, then they ply it. So what they get, again, it's very labor intensive. Do you see the layers of color? So you might have, dyed in the wool that looks mostly purple, but then as you look, the layers and layers and layers, you get different variations of color as you go through. That's because you'll see that as it is dyed and then spun and then plied, they're plying different colors together. So you're getting these very, very unique skeins of yarn. Like I said, this is a women operation. Kate and Rachel run this operation in Washington State. And, it's so, and they do have a team, but because it is so labor intensive, that just drives the price point up a little bit. But you're getting a very unique yarn. So what we're going to do today is show you how to use this yarn in ways that, you could use a skein in your project or 2 skeins in your project or 3, or if you wanted to go all in, of course you could do things with more. But we want to show you how to use it if you choose to do a pattern using Spincycle. So the very first thing is what I'm wearing today. I wanted to show you how you could use it in a sweater. Colorwork sweaters are all the rage right now, as you know. And this sweater is the Humulus sweater by Isabel Kramer. I had this on the needles a while back. You can see it's top down. It's very easy. I love the pattern. It was very easy to follow. Very pretty, not over the top color work, which I liked. So on the sweater, what I did, this is one skein of Spincycle. This is Dream State. So this is their worsted weight. So this was a worsted weight sweater. I used one skein of Dream State. I do think it might have even been this color. I don't know. But you can see the variations in color. So what it looks like as you use it, it looks as if you are using different colors of yarn. Okay, so it looks like, it gives it that great effect. I absolutely love it. I wear this sweater a lot. So this is a worsted weight sweater, top down. This was one skein of Spincycle in the yoke. So that is one way you can use this. And again, you know, it's not gonna, you know, on this anyway, one skein of yarn, and this is what you get. And that's probably about what you would have spent for the price point on it. It's probably about what you would have spent to do, you know, to get your yarn for color work if you were not using stash. So this is the Humulus sweater, again, by Isabel Kramer. And we will link everything below as soon as the podcast is over. All right. And the next one, of course, is you can pair it with another yarn. So you can buy one skein. This is the dyed in the wool, which is the sport weight. We paired it with a DK weight yarn. This is the Blurry Cowl. This is by Joji Locatelli. You can see that we used one skein of yarn here, DK weight. So get a DK of your choice. You know, this took one skein of DK, and then we paired it with a pop of color using the Spincycle yarn. And again, you can see the dyed in the wool and how it's so pretty. It goes from that pink to purple. Again, this is Blurry Cowl. It is by Joji Locatelli. We actually have some kits in the shop, but we also encourage you hey, you may have in stash some DK yarn, and maybe you, you know, want to come in or look online and look for a complementary or a contrast color of Spincycle. That would be good for that pop of color. I love this. It wears like a little kerchief. So we showed it on our podcast on Friday, but in case you didn't see, it's just a little kerchief. But don't you just love that pop of color? It's great. We absolutely think the Spincycle actually makes this, you know, the pop of color here actually makes this so fun to wear. So this is the Blurry Cowl by Joji Locatelli. So again, you know, the color shifting here, the color shifts that you have in here just make this really interesting. All right, the other thing that I wanted to show you were two projects. Again, this is by, both of these were by Andrea Mowry. She came out, of course, with the shift first. Again, another cowl. I have it here. Another kerchief type of cowl. This uses 3 skeins of dyed in the wool. Now this colorway, these colorways are no longer available. I went to Edinburgh back in, I think it was 2018 was the last Edinburgh Yarn Festival in Scotland. And these were the special colors that they dyed up. But what's interesting is you see a dark, dark color, and then you see a medium color, and then you see a light color. The secret with Spincycle is when you're doing a project like this, the shift, or the night shift in this case, and it's just a kerchief. Again, you know, you don't have to, you know, it's like a scarf, but it just goes over the head so it doesn't shift. The key to doing this kind of a project is you want to do not matchy-matchy. Just as we talked about, you'll see the color shifts that go on in the Spincycle. So let's say you decide I want to do it in all blues. So I'm going to get a light blue, a medium blue, and a dark blue, because that's the key to making this, you know, the variations what they are in the cowl. Don't go matchy-matchy. Because of the color shifting throughout, you see this goes from purple to light greens, and you have some darker colors in there. This, you even have some blues in here and some greens. And in this one you have the light blue, and then you have the more royal blue, and you can't really see it, but it actually in some cases goes to almost this navy blue. You can see it better over here. So you don't want to go matchy-matchy. You actually, because you're going to get some colors that might match too closely and not give you the contrast that you want. So you just want to step out. This is what's so fun about it. You want to step out of your comfort zone a little bit, and you want to go with a dark color, a medium color that doesn't match, of course, and then a light color. Now, these are all, you think, oh my gosh, I would never put that together, but they're going to go together and create these. In this cowl, it's slip stitches, but it's going to create this beautiful effect of color because you see all of the colors change as you go, creating this gorgeous effect. So you don't want it matching. You really want that contrast. And in this cowl here, let me show you this, the shift. Andrea Mowry uses 3 dyed-in-the-wools. Then she took it to a bigger project, which is the shawl. And this shawl, it's the Night Shift. This uses 6 different dream states. You can see, again, when you look at these colors, you would never think that with these colors that you would have put them together. But the way they go into this shawl, it's very impressive. Now these are the original colors that she uses in this, but it's not going to look the same. No 2 skeins look the same. And I do need to tell you that when you come in and look at them, you might be looking at 2 of the exact same colors or the exact same names of yarn, colors of yarn, but they're entirely different. And that's because, again, when they're plied, they may be plied with the same colors, but the plying is going to be in different places. It's going to look different. So what you see on the outside skein of the yarn might be the lighter pink, whereas in another skein it might be the darker pink. It's just, you know, with this, it's truly unique. Every skein you get is truly unique. So that is the Night Shift. Takes 6 dream states. So this is a really big project, so you might want to put that on your wish list. But now let's say you have some Spincycle at home and you might want to pick up a few more skeins to do a project like that. A worsted weight shawl, very, very cozy. And it you know, it's not like you're knitting a shawl this size with fingering weight. It's going to be pretty fast, this kind of a project with worsted weight yarn. So those are some of the suggestions. Again, we do have our dream state and our dyed-in-the-wool. We do have it in stock. It's a great seller here. We've kitted some of it for the blurry cowl, so come in and look at our blurry kits. They are also on the website. We're also going to put together just a few more night shift kits for you. So look for those on the website. They're not quite up yet, but look for those and we'll get those for you. And again, night shift, dark, medium, and light. So you might want to look at some colors that we have on our website for that, or come in and look at them. We love helping you put colors together. So come on in and let us play, you know, and help you get those colors together, because that is one of the things we absolutely love. So if you have any questions, give us a call. Again, what I'm going to do is link everything below. So hopefully this gave you a little bit of an idea on how to use Spincycle with your projects. I hope you have a great weekend. If you didn't catch our podcast, we did do our podcast on Monday, and that is up on YouTube now. So check that out. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell for notifications so you can be notified when we go live. So anyway, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next week for another edition of Inspire Me Friday. Bye.